another video. I hope you had a good week. So for today's video, I have been thinking of kind of recapping on my goals that I set in January of this year. So I'll link that video below if you haven't watched that, and then maybe watch that first and then you watch this video. So I basically listed some goals for this year that I wanted to achieve, and I thought it would be good to like go through those and then kind of chat about like how far I am with those. Have I achieved them in the last 7 months or so, or you know, what's the deal? Because there are some that I've definitely achieved earlier than I thought I would, and then there's some that I'm currently still working on and will continue to work on. So yeah, and then I thought while we do that, we can do a little cook with me. So I bought this little Vietnamese, like a spring roll or like a roll kind of meal kit at Woolies, and I thought it would be cool to make that and then just chat through that, and then yeah, I think we can just jump in with start making the food, and then we can chat as we go along. So it just looks like this, and it contains 6 sheets of rice paper, vermicelli noodles, and a dipping sauce. I think it's like a peanut sauce. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up carrots and cucumbers and small pieces of chicken I'm going to cook, and then I'm going to add that into the paper roll with the noodles, and then like wrap it up, and you then dip it into the peanut sauce. So it should be pretty simple, but I'm really not good at cooking. I've said that a million times. So yes, so I thought while I'm cooking we can chat about the goals. I've kind of jotted them down on my phone as to like what I want to say and so on. So let's get started. Okay, so as per the instructions on here, I'm just going to start off with cooking this noodles in boiling water for 10 minutes, and then we can actually start chatting. So this is what it looks like. It's like thin and small. I hope this expands because I don't know how me and Jason's going to eat just this little bit of noodles. I also am going to just start chopping up the chicken and putting that in the pan so that it can get cooking so long. Okay, so while I'm cutting up the chicken, I just wanted to chat to you. So one of the first goals that I remembered very clearly, obviously there's a point in me setting goals, I need to remember it. But one of the first goals that I set was my subscriber count on YouTube. So that was one thing that was one of my biggest goals, or most important ones, I would say, for this year. Just because last year was the first year that I uploaded videos onto YouTube, so I kind of, you know, was feeling it out and whatever, but I thought this is a new year and I kind of know how things work now, so let's obviously set a goal. Anyway, so with that being said, I did reach my goal 6 months into this year already. I reached the goal that I set for myself for the whole year, for like until December, but I am very proud that I reached that already mid-year. So I've kind of now just increased up until December. So now I have a new goal set for December, so let's see if I can reach that. So that was one thing that made me really happy, and I, you know, on a day-to-day, it doesn't feel like you achieve much necessarily, but in this case, looking back at these goals like 6-7 months down the line really does make a difference. So that was one thing. And then another one was my skincare routine. I know I actually place a lot of emphasis on getting, you know, creating a better skincare routine, using better products, not spending in like ridiculous amount on those products and all those kind of things. And I've never been happier with my skin ever in my life. I think I have it down to now what works. I know that I need to most probably add a retinol to my skincare routine, and I am looking into that. But so far, just from a ingredients point of view, I think I'm using good, affordable products that really works for my skin. It's not irritating at all and damaging. So yeah, I am so happy with my skin, and that's also something I'm going to tick off my list, because I think 6 months down the line I've really started to understand what my skin likes and what it dislikes. Another goal that I mentioned in my video was to travel this year, but we really wanted to travel this year, and I think everyone wants to travel this year just because we, couldn't travel last year. So it was really something that we wanted to do, and our plan was to travel in December, and we are still like 5 months away from that. So I am keeping on to that one because I'm keeping being positive. I just need to keep positive because I just really want to travel and I wish we could. So I'm gonna just keep that one on the list. If we don't get to travel in December like we plan to, then we'll move it out. It's not the end of the world, but that's definitely something that I'm gonna keep on the list. And then next up is kitchen renovations. And we just, like in June, ticked that off our list, fully completed our kitchen renovations. And I watched the video back the other night, the one with the goals and everything, and I was laughing because I was so unsure as to when we were going to do renovations, how long it's going to take, all those things. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, if only I knew then what I know now, and how we've managed to successfully do that, and the end result is fantastic. And I don't know, it just feels really good to look back at that and be like, oh wow, we really did do that, and I really didn't think that we were going to do that, so that really makes me so happy to watch back on that. Okay, I think I'm gonna now put this chicken in the pan and continue with this food, otherwise we're gonna stand here whole day talk and I'm not gonna be able to finish this anytime. Maybe you can hear the chicken in the background, but the chicken's almost done. I poured this peanut sauce. I chopped up the carrots and the cucumber that were going to the rolls, and then I poured myself a drink. This is what the rice paper looks like, so I'm going to just soak it. It says like 10 seconds. No, I'm lying, 20 seconds, where you just dip this in water. So it's just like soft and like not sticky, but that it can like roll and like stick together. So there's 6 of this in here. So anyway, but this carrot's really good. So just to continue with my goals. So we spoke about subscribers, traveling, skincare routine and renovations. And then other ones I wanted to touch on that I mentioned in that video is editing of my videos and making my videos longer. I would say like I'm not entirely satisfied with what I've done to this point. So I've definitely tried to up myself in terms of skills, you know, like in terms of using the camera or editing or whatever. I don't have a lot of time for that because I upload every week. I need to edit the video quite quickly, and in between work and that, there's not really a lot of time to like sit and like play around. So I have been struggling with that, but I've tried different techniques in the past 6 months and so I think I'm slowly going towards being happier with my progress, but there's still like so much to learn. So I think that's something that's gonna continue for a long time. And then also in terms of making longer videos, I think I'm pretty good with that. Some videos aren't as long as others, but I think in general I'm happy with like the length of the videos, the quality of the videos, those kind of things. So yeah, that concludes goals, or like updates on goals. I think we need to get this food done now because I'm really hungry. Chicken's done, the veg is done. I just need to soak the rice paper, and then let's see if I have the skill to actually roll this little spring roll. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this sauce and dip this in there and then see what it looks like. So go, that's what it looks like, and let's see the taste. This peanut sauce is so good. Obviously, if you're allergic to peanuts, you can't have this, but this is such a nice thing, and it's very refreshing and it's easy. So the rice paper is pretty nice because after 20 seconds of being in the water, it's like sticky paper. So if you wrap it, it's not like normal wraps that fold open again if it's too tight. The paper sticks to each other, so if it's still wet, then you can like almost like pull the paper. It's like stretchy, and then it still closes up the roll. So it's really nice. So yeah, I think it's been a success. So I'm gonna continue eating this, and then I think that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will then see you guys next week in my next video. Bye!